Hello everyone, my name is Dervishnav, but you may call me D, and today I'm going to teach you an art technique that is really good for learning anatomy and posing. This is something I learned in my college class and I found it extremely helpful, and if you do it right, I think it'll help you as well. Now this is called gesture drawing, and it's supposed to be very quick drawing, and you're supposed to look at a reference, and you're able to, by doing it quickly, make it more fluid and more accurate than if you sat down and did it from memory or really focused on drawing it perfectly from scratch. Now, gesture drawing comes in like 3 sections. You're going to start off with one big motion line, which is going to be a C or an S. You don't want straight lines at all. You want to make it very fluid, and that way you can get a really good motion in your pose because you're going to follow that line. Usually it's 1 or 2 motion lines. In this one, I believe I had 3. And then you're going to kind of sketch out the shape. You're going to block it out, which means you're not going to draw the leg. You're going to draw 2 cylinders for the leg, and you're going to draw a circle for the kneecap. You're going to draw a square for the hip and the rib cage. You really don't want to get detailed, and you just want to make it shapely. And then the final step is just going through, adding in the fine details, and not even the fine details, just making it more shapely and smooth and adjusting any errors that are in your drawing, making it look more like your reference. The big point of this is you're not allowed to erase. Number 2, you're not allowed to lift your pencil. And number 3, you can only do it in about 2 minutes. The way they taught us is we had a bunch of poses and we could only look at them for 30 seconds at a time, and so we had to do a gesture drawing as fast as we could, as sloppy as we could, in 30 seconds, and we did a bunch of those, and it really helped. It really did. It allowed me to draw faster, and my poses after that were much better and much more accurate. Also, if you're gonna do it, you might want to hold your pencil like this. This will allow you to make very soft strokes, especially if you're doing it on paper. You do not want to push hard. You want to do a bunch of very soft strokes, and you want to do it quickly. Again, don't use your eraser. It's a waste of time. You want it to look messy. And then after you're done with this gesture drawing, and if you like it and you want to use it, you go over it with another layer or tracing paper, and then you trace it. So it allows you to make a bunch of mistakes. You're allowed to be messy, and then you go over it with a completely new layer or paper, and then you trace it, and so you can just get rid of all those mistakes without any worry. Now I'll show you on screen. I did 2 different drawings. One of them I used a reference, but I didn't do a gesture drawing. I just kind of did it willy-nilly. I tried to get the pose right off the bat, and I didn't look at the reference that much, and it's kind of accurate, but it's very stiff, it's very crooked. The spine is in 3 different sections and it doesn't look right. And the other one, it looks very fluid. It actually matches up better. The one that I did the gesture drawing, the anatomy, even though it's not completely lined up, it's accurate. On the one that I didn't do it, the arm is way too long, the spine is in an unnatural position, and the weight is just not realistic. As in the other one, the weight is going in a movement, so it looks realistic. When you do this, when you originally do this, it's gonna look really bad, and it's supposed to. Do not do this and go, wow, that looks bad. It's supposed to. It's not supposed to be very precise posing. It's supposed to teach your hand how to make very quick drawings with good anatomy and fluid poses. That's way more important than sitting down for an hour and making a pose that kind of looks good, but it's stiff and it's not really anatomically correct. So if you're gonna do this, sit down, pick out a bunch of poses, look at them for a minute or 2, draw it, and then move on to the next one right away. And if you like them, you can go back later and refine them, but the faster you do it, the better you're gonna get at it, and trust me, this will help. Let me know if you guys try this, because I didn't like it at first. I thought it was just a random activity, and then I actually really enjoyed it, and it changed the way that I did my sketches. So please let me know if you do this or if this was helpful. And other than that, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
I know exactly what I want and who I want to be. I know